Hello friends, welcome back. My mom Susan,
Hi there.
my dad Mark, and Josh, we are going to do a big harvest today, and we're gonna start putting the garden to bed. This is probably one of the last really beautiful days, so we are gonna work as long and as hard as we can, and then we will call it a day, but we're gonna see as much as we can get done. So maybe you and I, Mom.
Yes.
Do you wanna do carrots, or Dad, do you wanna do carrots?
Carrots.
Okay, Dad wants to do carrots. What we're gonna do once all the beds are cleaned out is we're actually gonna cover them with landscape fabric. So Josh, in the shed, there's probably about 19 or so folded pieces of landscape fabric from last year. Would you be willing to grab those and grab all the staples that are in the grow room? They're in the second drawer down.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Awesome, thank you. Okay, so let's go start harvesting some carrots, and then we've got some other harvesting we need to do today.
Do we have the wheelbarrow? We could put the carrots directly in the wheelbarrow?
Yes,
Because then we hose them over there.
It is, I'm pretty sure it's out in the garden.
Okay. And your rhubarb's gorgeous.
Thank you.
That's still good to eat, isn't it?
Oh yeah, definitely.
You're gonna put that up?
I don't think so. Every time I put it up, we don't end up eating it, but we've eaten on it.
If you do, I can make a rhubarb pie for Christmas.
Okay, if you're
Just
wanna do
enough
that.
for one
Yeah.
pie?
Which
Yeah.
I just found out that rhubarb pie is my brother's favorite pie, so that would be perfect. So this bed right here is the first bed we're gonna tackle.
Oh, look at what I see.
I know.
Oh, two of them. Do you want them off?
Yes, those are gonna go to the chickens. So
Man, look at that.
that's beautiful, Mom. So those, if you can break and make sure you get the stem as well, that would be
Oh,
great.
there's three.
Because I'm gonna put them in the fridge, and over the next, month or so, once a week, I'm going to give them those zucchini.
Oh, they will love them.
Yes.
Fresh. Oh, there's another one down there.
So that one has a
Whoops.
bad spot, so we'll just give that one to the chickens today. And then this bed, Dad, when we're done
here.
harvesting,
Okay.
we're gonna just clean this all completely. We'll cut
This
everything.
bed right here.
Yes, we'll cut everything out. Beautiful, Mom.
Three.
Perfect.
Well, 3.5.
Yeah. So this here.
I'm gonna leave that right there.
Harvesting anything out of this one?
Nope, it's all.
That's just.
it's all
that's
done.
Just going to
We also today need to harvest seeds. Don't let me forget, because it's going to be raining, and these are zinnia seeds. So any of these dead heads, we need to just pluck off
Okay.
and save those for next year. See, like right here, those are
Oh,
perfect
yes.
mature seeds.
So you have
Okay.
clippers to do that?
Yep. Well, actually, we won't need clippers. We'll just go.
Yeah, I think they just pull right off.
Yep.
Yep.
Just like that.
All right. Perfect.
Okay, I'll do those, and then I'll meet you wherever
go.
you are. Whoa,
See,
yeah, they
yep.
all fall apart.
Yes. So you want to make sure they're nice and dead and dried, because
Oh, they are.
these are the seeds right here. These little black.
Yeah.
These.
We need to winnow.
Yep, that's exactly. So, Mom, there's 4 different varieties of zinnias.
So I
you
wanna
wanna
get a variety of them?
All of them, yeah.
Okay.
Perfect. And it is sunny out here, but it's a little cold and a little windy, so we are
Hence
bundled.
my hoodie and my hat.
Yes. Okay, so I guess we're doing this first. So just
deal.
grab handfuls of them, and we'll just mix them all up.
Some of them don't come off, and they're the ones that aren't ready.
You want all of these harvested?
No, just a good mixture. That's my parents over there. I'm gonna grab some of these.
Here we are.
There they. Gonna grab these.
No, these aren't seeds.
Come over here, Dad. There's a lot over here,
Okay.
and they're actually full heads.
Yeah, they break up. easy.
They break off really easy. See, like down here, that's perfect.
And you have peas blooming.
Sweet peas. Oh my goodness, look at all these. So these are not going to be true to type. This is just a mixture of all the floret seeds. They cross-pollinated. They did their thing, and we will plant them next year and get a brand new mixed variety. I know that these are not going to be true to type, but I liked all of floret seeds, so I think it'll be fun to see the Acre Homestead floret hybrid mixture. And there are thousands of seeds in
By
here.
true to form, what do you mean? That they're not separated by yellow ones and orange ones, but what's form? Is that the
True
variety?
to type. Yeah, so I have 4 different varieties here, and zinnias will cross-pollinate if you don't like specifically
Separate them.
separate them or specifically breed them like a tomato will
Yeah,
cross-pollinate. So same thing. So they're
Okay.
I don't know what these will look like. They'll
be
just
pretty.
be they'll be pretty because it was a
Are
bunch
these
of
them too?
no, that's called
Oh,
Rebecca.
look cute.
Are we taking these all down too?
Yeah, sadly, if we can clean this bed up, that would be
So we're doing both these too.
yep.
Sure.
And then since we're doing zinnias, I have zinnias in a few other places.
Oh yeah, direct me.
I want this bed right here, you'll see.
Okay.
So if you want to grab some zinnia heads off that would
Are
be
these
great.
zinnias over here too?
Nope, those are coneflower or cosmos, not cosmos.
Okay.
Those are
No, those aren't cosmos.
they are echinacea. If they don't have very many there, Mom,
Yeah, they're not breaking apart.
you know where the pumpkin bed is?
Yes.
The one that's way over there?
Yes.
There's zinnias in that bed too.
You want this to be filled?
Yeah, that's perfect.
You want more?
We're probably good with that. There's no way I'm going to use that many seeds.
And we'll start
Cleaning beds.
taking beds out.
Well, it's up to you. What would you rather do? Would you rather clean
Harvest
beds?
carrots first.
Okay.
and then-
So we're going to get the last of the zinnia seeds, then we're going to harvest carrots, then we're going to start cleaning these beds. So are there dry ones over here, Mom?
No.
Okay. Oh yeah, there's a few here. So the reason I want to get these today is it hasn't rained in like a week, and it had rained for the previous 2 weeks. So I wanted to wait for them to dry out to harvest them, and then we're supposed to get rain for the next week. Saturday it's supposed to rain, so I wanted to get out here and get these. I could keep these zinnias out here for much longer, for probably another 3 or 4 weeks, but we kind of got to take a look at how pretty these are. Mom, we might have to pick a couple bouquets before we say goodbye
Yeah.
to the zinnias.
Oh, here's a pumpkin.
Oh, here's-
The pepita one.
Yep.
That doesn't have.
Marks on it?
Yeah.
We can harvest the pumpkins today too. So this variety of zinnia is called, This is-
pumpkin's gonna go to the chickens?
if they,
They're kind of rotted on.
yeah, if they're rotted, they're gonna go to the chickens. This variety of zinnia is called Victorian Wedding. And we obviously are harvesting thousands of seeds. We're not gonna use all these, but
I stopped and sampled tomatoes.
oh, good. We'll harvest some today too if we get to it. But look how pretty these are. And this is all the same variety in this bed, and you can see how different they look. So that's why the Victorian Wedding ones are really small. So this is a very small, beautiful, petite flower. And so when I plant them next year, we're just gonna get a homestead mix of floret seeds, which will be kind of fun. Josh is gonna do while we go harvest carrots is he's gonna harvest this tomato plant. It's actually 2, and then he's gonna go ahead and tear this whole tomato plant out. And he's also going to, Josh, when you're done with the tomatoes, would you be willing to pull out all of these sunflower stalks and the cosmos over there, so the rest of this bed can be cleaned out?
This whole bed?
Yep.
Okay.
Thank you. Mom,
Yes.
since we're doing seeds,
Yes.
these are dahlia seeds.
Film that.
Do you want to go ahead and harvest a bunch of dahlia seeds as well? So the ones that are dry like this, grab the other bowl and we'll harvest those.
Oh, another ladybug. Oh,
3.
2 of them.
3.
3 of them there.
3. I saw some down there on the zucchini leaves too.
That's
Have a
amazing.
lovely
Oh, there's
harvest.
5. 6.
Oh, you want to make
Healthy
sure
garden.
they go.
We got
Yeah.
a
Yeah, we'll just
garden
leave these
here.
out in the sun
they'll
and
fly
let
away.
them fly away.
Okay,
So,
I need
Mom-
to get the other bowl.
I'll go get it for you.
Okay, so these are what you want me to do?
Yep, these nice dry ones. Here you go, Mom.
These blow in the breeze. If I take my hand off, they're gonna put themselves all over your yard, all
So
over
let
your
me
garden.
I'm pretty sure there should be, maybe these ones don't. Oh yeah, there's the seed right there.
The
right.
little.
Oh, that was the seed right there. That was on
Yeah,
my-
they're quite
So
blowy.
these are going to be all different colors. This variety is called Shooting Star.
I didn't know you could plant dahlias from seeds.
You can, but
I've
they're
only
going to.
bought them as bulbs or tubers or whatever they are.
The only thing about when you plant them from seed is you don't know what it's gonna look like. So all of these dahlias in this bed were all the same variety seed, but they obviously all looked different because that's just how dahlias are.
Well, let me tell you, remember you gave me some dahlias.
Yes.
And they were just little that you had started, so we didn't know how big they were. And I had some existing dahlias that were about this tall. So I just planted them around. And so I have dahlias that are this tall, yours, and these. And so we've been saving popsicle sticks. The grandkids love popsicles. So probably this weekend I'll stake them all and say whether they're tall or short. And when they die back, then I'll move the tall ones to the back of the bed and the short ones to the front.
Yeah, these ones are very tall. A lot of them fell over in a windstorm we had.
Oh, I saw on Facebook someone who grows dahlias, and what they said they do is they put a T-post next, when they plant them, they put a T-post, and then they put a tomato cage.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And then it just grows up through it, and they always leave the T-post so they know where the bulb is.
Do your dahlias come back every year?
Mine have.
Okay,
those
so
small ones.
I think what I'm going to do is we will cut all these back, and I'm just going to leave these in this bed. If they come back, great. If they don't, I'll plant something else there. But we're going to save seeds so we can plant them next year. I did want to make sure this was one of my favorite dahlias that I grew. And this is the same as all the other ones in this bed, but it was a double. And so I'm going to save these seeds separate. The rest of them all kind of look the same. The problem is they kind of molded. This is probably the perfect one to save. I'm going to put this in my pocket.
And just go let it go through the wash.
Yeah, seriously. And I will keep these separate. These ones I think may have like potentially molded together. I think that was the best one I was able to save.
I can stand in here because this is all coming out, right?
Oh yeah. Oh, good idea, Mom. I'm going to show a little before over here of the bed Josh is going to clean up. We could save these seeds as well. These are white cosmos, but I can get these for very, very affordable through MI Gardener, and I want to make sure my cosmos next year are the dwarf variety, so I'm not going to save those. So this is what this bed is looking like. Josh has gotten a bunch of tomatoes. He's going to pull that off. Josh, the tomatoes in this bed up here can also be harvested, and then those can all be pulled down as well. Okay. We're not going to save any green tomatoes. I have a ton of green tomatoes that Josh and I actually cleaned up the slicing tomatoes, and I'm ripening those inside. The cherry tomatoes, we're just going to say goodbye to them, minus the ones here. We have a ton in the freezer. We've enjoyed them, and we need to take advantage of this beautiful day and start.
You know where the ladybugs are?
Oh,
They're in the bulbs. When you open it, I go like this, and they just fall into the bowl.
because there's 6 ladybugs in this one too.
Maybe do they winter there? Are they trying to find a place? I don't know their life cycle.
I don't either.
Do they winter and then come back in the spring?
I've never had as many ladybugs as I have this year in my garden.
Did you buy any?
Nope. These
They're
are
all just natural?
Yeah, I am super happy about it because it's, I think, a sign of a healthy garden.
Yeah, because watch, you go like this.
Oh, and that's where they are?
Yeah, and it poop, they'll fall out if there's one in there.
You can see them there. Oh, they're crawling.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's going up your shirt.
There we
That's
go.
probably enough, Mom.
Okay.
That's great. So we
Oh,
can.
here's some green beans.
Yeah, we can harvest
Some soda
those.
beans. Maybe 3.
That's,
Do we know?
That's beautiful,
Can
Dad.
we tell
Thank
them
you.
apart?
Oh, yeah,
Do you
there's
know
tons.
what's what?
Oh, yeah, that's pretty easy to tell apart.
See the,
Okay.
So carrots next.
all right.
Do you want them in the basket or straight in the wheelbarrow?
You know, I
I
think we
think
should.
Josh has the wheelbarrow.
Yeah. So what we can do is pull them up. Let's break the tops off.
And lay them on the side.
And
Just
we
leave them
will
here?
leave the tops in this bed.
Okay.
Yep, that's perfect. I've already harvested a lot of them, and we've been eating them. So the nice thing about harvesting carrots is the bed basically cleans itself. So some of them, like this one, I on accident Look at that.
That's gorgeous.
And Mom, you can take as many carrots home as you'd like.
I actually, when one of my granddaughters was over, she and I harvested the carrots and the onions, and I have a bowl the size of those bowls in my refrigerator full of carrots, so I don't need any at this point.
That's amazing.
Our garden, we're down to Swiss chard and pruning the grapes, and that's it. It's been put to bed.
That's a good feeling, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's fun when it starts and it's nice
Now,
when it's over.
Do we amend it now with some stuff, or in the spring?
We're gonna do it in the spring. Last fall, I amended all my beds except 2. And then in the spring, the 2 beds that I didn't amend because I had fall crops in them, I amended them in the spring, and I could tell a big difference. So you know how this pumpkin bed right here did really well? That one I amended in the spring versus the other one.
So the spring is the time to do it?
Yeah. I think a lot of the nutrients leached out.
I wondered if that happened.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Oh my goodness, look at this one.
You want this onion in?
This is a store-bought carrot size.
Yeah.
Hey, Becky,
What?
do you care about the sunflower roots?
Nope. If you take,
Cut them, just lop them.
just lop them.
Also, do you want that?
Sure, you can put
It's
that.
fine. Should I put it in here?
Sure.
Oh, here we got an onion.
Alright.
So I'm gonna let the carrot tops just compost in place. Yesterday, I just gave my chickens a ton of scraps, so they won't be able to eat all this carrot tops if I give them the tops. I could make pesto out of it,
I was
but
going to say, I saw somebody make pesto out of it.
I don't love it.
Oh,
I
then
think
don't
it has,
bother.
Yeah, I think it has too strong of a flavor, but a lot of people really do like it, so it's a good option.
I mean, you could do 50-50 if you happen
That's
to
a
have
good
a
point,
bunch
yeah.
of basil.
So instead of feeding my chickens these carrot tops, which they wouldn't end up eating, they would just compost in their coop. I'm gonna feed these carrot tops back to this soil.
I love harvesting things out of the ground. It's treasures.
It's like a treasure hunt, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Oh man.
Potatoes and carrots.
The carrots by the irrigation hose are huge. It must reflect about the amount of water they get as well.
Yeah,
that out.
that's huge.
Oh, that's a weed.
Yeah.
Were these planted from carrot seeds or were they the pelleted ones?
Pelleted seeds, yeah. This
I sure
variety,
like those pelleted seeds.
This variety is called Bolero carrots. And they are supposed to grow a blunted end like this, so not a very
Yes.
pointy end.
Well, if you have extra pelleted carrots seeds, I would take some for next year because you can't buy just an envelope of them. At least I've never seen them that way. And I don't need, you know, a 4-pound bag.
No, I'll give you some pelleted carrot seeds next year.
I think I used all the ones you gave me a couple of years ago.
They don't last as long, the clay
Oh.
on the pellet.
Ooh, look at that.
So you kind of are supposed to buy them every year.
Okay. Maybe, I don't know, I had the best ones this year.
Mom, I think I found the smallest pumpkin I grew.
Oh, look at that! It looks like a gumball.
Yeah, I will definitely keep that and bring that inside. That'll be a fun thing. I'm gonna take this out. This is a,
Snapdragon?
yep, and it's done.
Mine are still blooming.
Okay, I think you got all these
Yeah,
carrots over here.
I have done that. I try to keep it orderly so, because
Mom?
if you knock the tops off, you don't know where they are.
Would you be willing to
Pull
get
the
that? Yeah. So Josh, I'm pretty sure, grabbed the landscape fabric. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab that and we'll get this bed covered. We can harvest all of these sugar snap peas. I'm ready to call those done too for the year. So we can pull those.
Okay. They're pretty tough. I sampled one.
Are they not good?
Well, it was a real fat one because I didn't know if they were shelling peas or sugar snaps, and it was really tough.
Not good? Well, let's just pull those and then we're going to get this covered and call this bed done for the year. And then we do have more carrots after this.
So
Okay,
you want me to
that's-
pull these down?
Yep, those can be pulled down.
And you don't want them in the bed, right?
You can put them in the bed, actually.
Okay, all these seeds, peas
Yeah.
aren't going to go to seed here?
I don't think they're mature enough.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'm gonna go grab a thing of landscape fabric. Mom, did you harvest all these pumpkins?
I did.
Those are so cute.
Yes, these are the ones with the pumpkins, papillas.
Yeah, pepitas.
And this one is still good. This one has a hole.
Well, I think for Thanksgiving we should try cracking
We should.
those and
We
putting
should.
them on some roast vegetables or
Yes,
something.
I have one you gave me on my porch.
Yeah, that's so
And
fun.
so we'll sacrifice that one.
Okay, so Josh grabbed for us all the landscape fabric and a ton of staples. So the first bed gonna be covered for the year.
Okay.
Do you want me to pull up these weeds that are like thistles and stuff?
Yes, please.
And you don't necessarily want those back in the bed, do you?
No.
And where should I pitch those over the fence?
Yep, that would be perfect. I think while we're right here too, we could, oh, I see a carrot right here.
Oh, good eye.
If we leave one or two, that'll be fine.
Oh, look at what I found.
Let's see, Mom.
How close are you?
So what I like to do is get it kind of started on one end, and then you can pull it taut.
Yep.
And you want to put more staples than you think, because I had 4 of these fly up last year and get all, so, yep,
Yep. We'll put at least 5 in there.
at least. So Mom, what'd you find?
I found some, well, this one's for the chickens.
This is a good size.
would be good, and this one's for the chickens.
Yep.
Or is it, oh, there's another one.
Another big one in
Oh,
there?
2 more. 3 more.
Oh, I just want to try to get the,
Whoops.
that's okay. I think these will last for up to a month in my fridge.
yeah, for
'cause
sure.
They have hard skin. I've been letting them mature. And so we're just gonna, I was letting these go
Here, can
purposely
you pile
for,
it on here, and I'll go put them with the rest of the ones for the chickens.
I was growing them purposely for, is there any more in there?
Here. Look
For-
at this. They'll be happy chickens.
So cute.
I'm just gonna try this.
Yeah.
It might be an heirloom, like
Oh, it is.
hybrid. It was on the cherry tomato plant, which is
I
kind
don't
of
know what
interesting.
variety it is because I bought that plant at the farmer's market. You can try it?
This is the only one like this.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's striped too.
Is it
It's a
tasty?
good tomato.
Is it good tomato?
Want the other half?
No, thank
I'll
you.
take the other half.
Yeah, but
I love tomatoes.
I don't actually like just biting into a tomato.
It's a good tomato.
That's a very good flavor.
That's a tasty tomato.
It is the end of October and we are still getting tomatoes. I think next, let's go ahead and just get this bed covered while we're right
Okay, you
here.
want me to pull it out?
Yep,
Pull everything out?
Steaks.
more steak. Oh yeah, let me get you more sticks. Yeah, so these zinnias can just be, come out. Weeds can come out, and then I'm
Do
gonna
you
grab
break them off?
You're gonna leave them in there?
Let me
pull
get
it
you
up?
scissors,
You're gonna leave them in there?
Oh, they come up pretty easy.
and then throw them in there. This is comfrey. So let me go get some landscape fabric for this.
Okay,
Mom,
I
you want to take
saved
this
the-
out of the bed?
I saved the stakes. What do you call them? Staples?
Staples.
Over
Landscape.
there.
I'm doing, the landscape fabric has 2 colors. It has orange stripes and white stripes. And for no other reason than aesthetic purposes, we're gonna put the orange stripes down. While my dad is working on covering that bed with fabric, my mom and I are starting to remove zucchini plants.
They actually come up pretty easy.
Yep. And all these can just be pulled up too. Okay,
That's
so,
a dahlia, but
Yes.
I couldn't tell.
so the dahlias we're gonna cut at the base.
Okay, well, I didn't realize that's what
okay.
it was. I'll bury them.
You wanna bury it even deeper?
Okay. Pulled up the zucchini vine, and
Oh my goodness.
it was heavy. This vine was really heavy.
Right here.
So this one broke off because I didn't even know it was there.
Well,
But the chickens can eat that, but the rest of these are...
I don't know if you guys can tell, but these are very hard. They're not quite hard as a pumpkin, but they've been maturing for about a month. And so,
They're the grandpa and grandmas of the zucchini world.
yes. I'm gonna take this staple and use it to staple.
Becky, do you want these carrots harvested?
Yes.
They look like this big.
Yeah, I do. I'll bring you the carrot basket.
Ah, they're short.
All right, first bed to be completely covered for the season. Yes. So my mom is just having fun tearing things out. Josh will come through with the wheelbarrow and clean things up. We only have one set of nippers, so we're having to take turns using, oh, Josh is snacking, I can see him. He said that was an al dente. Oh, Mom, those look great.
They're short and wide.
See, that variety is called Royal Chantney. That is from M.I. Gardner.
They're,
You can tell the
very
difference.
wide, but very short.
Yep, and pointy, and there's yet another ladybug. So those can just go in here, Mom.
Okay, I'll take the tops off.
Oh, yeah. And then, Dad? Yeah. Do you want to, when you're done with that, harvest the sweet potatoes? Sure. Okay, this right here is sweet potatoes. So we're gonna go ahead
This is sweet potatoes?
Yep.
Oh, cool.
My mother-in-law and I planted the same ones on the same day. She said they were not very big, but we'll see. We'll harvest them and see what we get.
Well, if they're big enough to steam or roast, we could do them for Thanksgiving.
That's true. Oh, I see some in there. Okay, I'm gonna wait for my dad. I think, Dad, what I'm gonna do is go grab a pitchfork so we can get underneath them.
It looks like there's random carrots other places.
Yeah, I do have.
Shall I go get those too?
Yep. Yeah, these are carrots over here too. And this pepper plant can come out too,
Okay.
and then we can cover this bed.
All right.
Oh, those are little.
Oh, these are long and skinny.
Oh yeah, these are little carrots. Oh, not too bad size actually. Great for snacking.
Yeah. Or roasting.
I made Mom, last time I had friends over, which I think we should do some sort of variation of this for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I made a garlic yogurt sauce and I put that
Ooh.
on the bottom. I roasted carrots, I put that on the top, and then I made a huge medley of pistachios and herbs.
Oh, that
and that went on the
sounds really
top.
good.
It was so good.
That sounds really good.
But you could do that with any vegetable, like honey nut squash, or not honey nut, butternut squash, or honey nut squash. All right, another bed done. Mom just finished these carrots. We're gonna go harvest the sweet potatoes, but I need to get you a pitchfork to do that.
Cool.
This pepper plant can come up.
This one?
Yep,
Both of them?
yep. Or 3 of them, yep. So here's the after the bed Josh did. So I've got some tomatoes I'm gonna need to pick up, and we can get this bed covered. Yes, those are carrots.
Potatoes here?
Yeah, those are potatoes. I don't think they're ready. Do you want to try digging one up and just seeing?
Okay, here's one with the...
these are the after?
These are the second.
Yeah, second.
Yeah, they're little. This was a big...
Oh yeah, so we'll leave these carrots in, and we'll just let them overwinter, and I will harvest them.
Here's the size.
So that's not the potato I planted. Well, maybe it is.
Here's one.
Oh, should we harvest potatoes?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, let me go get a pitchfork and we will harvest. These are the fingerling potatoes. This is the second succession I planted. That's a good size. We will have these for Thanksgiving, Mom, if we have enough, because these are so delicious. You can keep using them. Yeah, we only have one set of clippers, so we're doing musical clippers around here. Okay, let me go grab a shovel or a pitchfork. One day I hope to be like my parents. They are so generous. It is so cute. Their willingness to come out and help me work, which is so appreciated. So I am now looking for a pitchfork for my dad because he loves to dig potatoes. Tell me, how many of you guys garden in slippers? Because I do. Look at the progress that's already been made. Absolutely incredible. I found it.
No.
Oh, they're already digging. Oh, Mom, you got a bunch of sunflowers down too. Awesome.
Well, not on purpose.
No.
They were tangled up with the
Here you go, Dad.
zucchini.
Mom, you want to make sure you get those little bits of clover. There's two, I can see two clover weeds in there. Or I can grab them. Yep, one. Because those, I think the roots, and right there, I can't quite reach. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Okay,
Yeah, I pulled the dandelion and thistle style ones.
thank you.
Tried that.
Here, we could take this out, Dad. Get that out of your way. You probably just...
Oh, these radishes.
Yep. You can take some more if you want, Mom.
I still have some from when I took before. Shall I pull them?
No, actually, those will be fine in the ground.
Okay.
I've been giving them to a friend who really likes them.
Well, those are big enough you could roast. I've seen roasted.
Don't see any. Oh,
Well,
those are little. Well, not quite enough for our Thanksgiving because there'll probably be 25 people, but enough that we'll be able to have a dinner for Josh and I. I have plenty of potatoes though, so we will still eat homegrown potatoes, just not this variety. And then after this, Dad, we can go, oh, there's a good one. We can go look at the sweet potato. Oh, I see one right there, yep. They were very surface level, weren't they?
Yeah, they were. I was doing it by hand. Yeah, there wasn't much.
Nope.
Most of them were right there.
Yep, I think planting them in the spring is better than planting them in the midsummer. Okay, so off to sweet potatoes.
There's quite a few green beans in here.
This green bean patch has given me so many green beans. Once you're done picking those, Mom, we will just cut them back and call this area done for the year.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Josh finished it. Good job. So all the cages can come out and all these flowers can just be cut back at the base and we will cover. So we'll leave the roots in.
And I'm just dumping the flowers.
Yep, we're gonna call this bed done for the year as well. I'm just walking by and I see more zinnia heads that could be harvested. That's not the zinnia bowl. Where's the zinnia bowl? There it is. Look at that. It's a family affair.
These green beans would go great in a stir fry.
Yeah, that would be a really good.
I did a stir fry the other day with green beans, carrots, onions, and chard
Oh,
from
yummy.
my garden. And then I did a soup, vegetable beef barley soup
Oh, yum.
with all those same vegetables.
Hey, is that our original bed?
That was our potato bed that I planted garlic in. We then had, my mom and I planted spinach there.
Where is the
Sweet potatoes are right up there.
Okay,
Okay,
so
I just put these cages on the ground. Be very careful not to trip over them. Because
do
they're
you want
hard
me
to
to
see.
cut these sunflowers now that I have clippers?
Yep. Mom, you can also cut all these flowers back if you want. Josh, these can stack inside each other and they can go in this shed, the garden shed. And Mom,
Yeah?
you can also cut all this back too if you want.
Okay.
And we're gonna go harvest sweet potatoes. Mom, do you wanna come help do sweet potatoes?
Okay.
We're halfway?
So the sweet potatoes are these plants here.
Yeah,
So it's,
all the way.
yep,
Then we'll just cut this down.
yep. The lavender we can just leave and we'll cover this bed and just leave the lavender in the corner.
We'll do.
Okay, do you want these flowers cut too?
Yep.
Oh, these smell so good. You can
The
do something
lavender
with
can
those?
stay,
Okay.
but the,
Just cut them off at the ground.
yep. All right, Dad, here we go.
I just wanted to show you we're still using the same pitchfork that's a little bent. So
Yeah. We use it till it dies. Mom, you can cut all the way at the root if you want.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, here's something breaking in there.
And just put them on the ground and we'll clean it up. There you go.
This is my sweet potato.
Uh-oh.
It looks like a spaghetti.
Yeah, we might just be turning this bed. We're doing a fall. Oh yeah, here's my sweet potatoes. This is living in the Pacific Northwest trying to grow a sweet
So do we
potato.
have to pull it all up or just pull
No.
it out? Okay.
I don't even think, here's a beautiful worm. I think what we should just do,
Oh, there you go.
yeah, I don't think that. I think we just pull the, yeah.
Okay.
No records are being broken with these sweet potatoes. We can just let these vines just compost in place here. Yep, that looks great, Mom. Well, Josh, I have to say that you are more determined than I. I usually only get 4 of those stacked together before I call it. I was thinking next year I might invest in the square collapsible ones. So many of you all told me they're so much easier to manage, but these I've been using all my garden season. They were left from the previous owner of our last house.
Now we know why they left them.
Well, I think they left them because she wasn't having a garden at the next one. Ooh, sorry. Sorry. This is left from last year. That's an old kale plant. Oh, some of them are orange on both sides. Uh-oh, the green beans. Okay, this is my favorite dahlia right here, so I'm going to leave a little extra stem in case I decide to pull that. Well, there might be dahlias coming up here just from all the seed that's fallen.
Oh, absolutely.
So, Dad, what would you like to do? Would you like to start harvesting those beans? These ones up here? We didn't
Can I
get
have
to...
the clippers?
Yes, here you go, Mom. Okay, I'm gonna go help Dad harvest. The progress that's being made is absolutely incredible. So this bed, Josh finished. My mom is finishing this bed. Josh got this bed finished, he's covering it. My dad covered this bed. I covered this bed. And we did decide we're gonna put the irrigation underneath the fabric because come spring, I'm gonna take all this up anyway. Might as well keep the irrigation a little bit more protected. So now what we're gonna do, because we only have one more thing we need to harvest and then the rest is just cleanup. So what we're gonna do is harvest the thing that has to be harvested today because I want it to be harvested when it's dry. And that is these beans. So we are out of baskets, so I'm gonna go run and grab a box so we can put these in a box. So I cleaned this bed up the other day, but we didn't put landscape fabric on it yet because we needed to get these down first. Mom, you did it.
This was really hard.
You did a great job.
These babies are tough and thick, but I think I got them all. Do you need those like cut down lower?
I kept that one high because I want to...
Oh, that's the one you wanted to save.
Yeah.
I tried to cut them lower so they wouldn't make a hole in the ground cover cloth.
So this is what the before of this is looking like.
You know,
I'm gonna go grab Dad
look, I think these are dahlias coming up from the roots.
Those are
because they're like coming
calendula.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, because they're like coming around from where they're planted.
Yeah, I planted these and they got really leggy because obviously the dahlias took over.
Yeah, they didn't have any sun.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that was a good theory, but wrong.
Yeah, that's okay. So here are tons of dahlias. Well, these are papers, but I think there's a bunch of dahlia seeds in here. So, yeah, like there's a dahlia seed.
Do you want me to go do that bed?
So we might even have dahlias come up from seed.
Do you want me to go do that bed?
Yeah, Mom, if you want to. And then maybe Josh can...
Demolition.
Josh can come behind and pick up all these. Does that work for you, Josh?
The stalks, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
We need a lot of this for turkey.
I will bring it. So, Mom, yes, you can cut all this back. And if you get done with that, you can also cut all that back. So this variety of dahlia is petite florette. So these were a lot smaller dahlias. And again, these dahlias were all the same color and everything. They just, because I planted them from seed, not tubers. Here's another really good zucchini.
Oh, look.
What'd you find?
Another zucchini.
Oh, I just found a zucchini too. These are good ones.
Yeah, this one is a good one. It's a perfect size.
Thank you, Mom.
I think there's maybe 6 that size now.
Oh, good. Well, do you want 3 or 4 of them?
No, because we're leaving.
Oh, that's right.
There's in potatoes.
You can certainly have as many potatoes as you want, Mom. So these are all dahlias too. These varieties up here in my landscape, as I'm going to get my data box, are called Bee's Choice. And I can see about 20 bees, honeybees in here. And I'm just gonna leave these, and I'm not gonna touch these for a while. The bees are still really enjoying them. I'm actually getting more flowers on them now that it's cooler than I was when it was summer. There's about 8 bees right there. And I'm thinking, I don't know, I might just leave all the dahlias in the garden, see what happens, and just let them be. I don't know. Time will tell. But right now I gotta find a box. The dahlias up here in the landscape were my favorite dahlia. I can see there's some seed that can be harvested off that really beautiful one and this really beautiful one. So I'm gonna pull those later today because once it starts raining, it's not supposed to stop. And I wanna harvest those seeds when they have been basically drying for the past week. All right, we are making some crazy serious progress out here. Oh wow, Mom. Were these easier to pull up than the last ones? Because you already have this bed halfway done.
It wasn't as dense.
Oh.
Wasn't that nearly as dense.
Yeah, good job. Dad, you're making great progress. Are these?
This was easy. I started on this side and just dropped it right here so we could pick those up, and then we'll go to the other side.
Were these easier to pull than the last ones?
Oh yeah, way
easier? Okay.
Yes, very easy.
Here's some more. So I dropped this box off and he quickly filled it and he's only halfway done. So then I went and grabbed him 2 more baskets. And what we're gonna do in this bed is when my dad pulls the vines off, he is just gonna put the vines directly into the bed. I'll let those compost in place. We will cover all of this, and then in spring, they will have been composted over winter, and that'll be totally fine. I do see some weeds here though that I'm gonna pull.
Put out here or just left in the bed?
Just left in the bed's fine. So my mom has already almost cleared another bed. So that was the dahlia bed. She's up here where the tomatoes were. She just got the zinnias out. So what I'm gonna do now, I grabbed a pair of scissors so I can help with that. I think I'm just gonna start picking the mess up because this is gonna be a big project. Yeah, that would be great if you pulled the blower out. My mom just had a great idea. Mom, why don't you tell us your great idea?
Well, it wasn't my idea. I saw it on another gardening group. But like when you have 2 beds like this, you lay a big blue tarp down between them, and then you just pitch, and then you can pick up the 2 corners and drag it.
Yeah, brilliant. Brilliant. While you're doing that, Mom, I'm gonna go ahead and clean up these sugar sweet peas.
Okay.
Oh, there's one.
Oh. Let's see.
Oh, that's just
Okay. Oh, there's a beautiful jalapeno. Let's save that. I got this bed almost completely done. Josh is taking the wheelbarrow. We are going to take a break. We've been at this for, I don't know. When I went inside to get the boxes, it had been 2 hours almost exactly. So we're probably at 2.5 hours, and it's warm out here and we're working hard So everyone needs a water break. We have made some serious progress. Obviously, when we're all done, I'll show you all the progress that has been made. I was just telling Josh that last year I did this all by myself. I put the entire garden to bed by myself, and it took me, I think, like 4 or 5 solid days to do it. At least 4 or 5 solid days. And not only did I take everything out of the beds, but I put compost and manure down in each bed that I carried down. So I'm very, very grateful for the help, because I know what it takes to do it by yourself. So everyone needs water. We're gonna take a break. It's supposed to be the last sunny day, so we're gonna sit on the patio and enjoy the sunshine. Maybe the shade, I don't know. I'm probably gonna sit in the sun because I know it's going away for quite some time. So we're done with our break, and my mom just found
Some more squash.
some more pumpkins.
Pumpkins.
Amazing. So here's our haul here. These are the pumpkins, squash, zucchinis.
Well, these are good, right, to eat. These ones right here.
Yeah, those are perfect.
The rest are for the chickens.
We got 2 boxes, or 1 basket and 2 boxes of these scarlet runner beans.
They're so pretty.
They're so pretty.
They're purple speckly. They look like marble.
And they're completely dry. So those are just gonna go downstairs. These are gonna be washed and put in Ziploc bags with a layer of towel on them, and they will last a very long time. We got 1 whole huge tub of zinnia seeds and obviously zinnia petals. So I'll work on getting most of the petals out. My mom and Josh started tearing this down, or pulling it, and then my parents completely finished this.
Do you want this one down, right?
Yep, that's the next bed. We're gonna just cut that one down to the ground. And my dad got this scarlet runner bean, and my mom got that completely done. And Dad, that bed, that can come down. We've got some green beans here that need to go into a basket. We've got some more carrots and tomatoes here. So I think I'm just gonna put these green beans here. So here's the before of this bed. That's all coming down. So Josh later today is going to blow all of the little petals that we won't rake up. Do you want to take a bouquet of flowers home? It's kind of sad, but I know it's just gonna rain for the foreseeable future. So it's kind of like a bittersweet goodbye.
And I'll tell you what, it's a lot easier to do when they're dry
That's true.
than when it's wet, because your hands are wet and cold.
That's true.
It's miserable.
That's true. Okay.
I wouldn't be volunteering.
Okay, then we're doing it today. So I'm gonna set these carrots here in the shade. I'm gonna get some gloves on, and I'm gonna help my mom. Are you just breaking them are you
I
pulling
am,
them?
because these scissors don't cut them at all, and Dad has the clippers.
The nippers? Okay. I will start helping you with this. So here it is, the after. The whole garden feels so much less, well, I wouldn't say it felt claustrophobic, but it just feels so much more open. So now I'm gonna wheelbarrow this, dump it, meet my mom over there. When I was telling Josh what the plan for this day was, he was saying, I think we can put the whole garden to bed in one day with the help of your parents and you and me. And I was thinking, I don't think so. I know how long it took me to do it last year, and I did it by myself. And I was thinking this was going to be basically a harvest and then maybe clean up like 2 or 3 beds like we did last time my parents were over. But we worked and we got it done. I cannot believe Josh was right that in one afternoon, I think it took us a total of like 4.5 hours. We got every last little bit. Well, not every last little bit. We got most of everything harvested. I'm leaving quite a few carrots in the ground, the celeriac and the celery, and I will see what that's like to overwinter some of those crops, and I'll just run out there and harvest as needed. Obviously, there's some perennials still out in the garden, but all of the other annuals are basically ripped out of the garden. Josh even got the walkways blown. I really didn't want all of this organic matter just sitting on the walkways to compost, and this worked out perfect. The fact that it was dry for the previous 4 or 5 days was a huge blessing. We would not have been able to tackle this big project and get it done if everything was wet and heavy. And so the timing on this just worked out perfect. So Josh blows, my mom and I go through and kind of rake up the big things. The blower was not able to get the big sticks or like the tomatoes or things like that. So my mom was going around like raking little piles. I was going around her and picking them up and putting all of that organic matter in a compost out in our woods. I am so grateful for Josh and my parents. They are such a blessing. And we did it. My parents, Josh, and I were able to get this garden completely put to bed in basically 3 hours.
Yay!
Between our break and when we got started, it's been 3.5 hours since they got here. So technically less than that. All the beds are covered except for 4, and Josh and I could not figure out why we were missing so many landscape fabrics, and that is because the wind destroyed a few of them. That's why we put so many staples in. So I'm gonna need to order 1 more roll of landscape fabric to get them, all of them completely covered, but everything is put to bed, and here is our final harvest of 2024, minus some herbs and things and flowers that I still have in the main garden, or like in my landscape. But out of the main garden, this is what we got. A few more pumpkins, the pepita pumpkins, which we'll open up together and we'll have for Thanksgiving. Almost all of these are going to the chickens. I'm gonna put them in my fridge, and once a week, I'll obviously start with these ones. Those are gonna go to the chickens. We got 2 huge things of the scarlet runner beans, a huge basket of carrots. There's some potatoes inside. I guess I put inside thousands and thousands and thousands of zinnia seeds, dahlia seeds. Oh, those are more zucchini. We'll eat those zucchinis. My mom's gonna, oh no, you didn't want those, but you want potatoes. So
Yes, I do want potatoes.
I'll give you the potatoes that we harvested. We are gonna carry this inside and we're gonna go to dinner. I did not make a dinner tonight, and so we're gonna go wash up. They brought a change of clothes so they can change, get clean. We're gonna go wash up. So friend, we wanna thank you for being here as we put this garden to bed. It has been a fantastic garden season. Probably one of the most productive garden seasons we've ever had. And a lot of it has gone to the help when it comes to harvest of my parents. So thank you so much for helping and being here.
Our pleasure, so much fun.
Joy.
So if you enjoyed this, I'll pop some more videos here you can go enjoy between now and my next upload. I wanna thank you for being you, thank you for being here, and we can't wait to see you next time.
Bye-bye.